Hello race fans, welcome to Eagle Raceway. We're located just east of Lincoln, Nebraska. This is the first of 5 racing nights thundered through the plains. It's the All-Stars and the NCRA. Last time at Eagle, the winner was Dean Jacobs. Last time we tried this thunder through the plains deal, we got rained out. There's no chance of rain, but let me tell you, it's hot. The trucks are running in the track, the drivers are getting some heat in their engines. We'll do a couple interviews, and we got lots of racing. Over 40 cars thunder through the plains.
That's a rear end.
Yes, it is.
Attention in the pit area, gentlemen, last call.
What's the name again of the station? NCRA and All-Star Circuit of Champions. This is our 4th or 5th year, Tommy. This is our 4th year to do this. Every year it seems to get a little better. Last year we fought bad weather all week long, but it looks like we're going to do 4 hot lap sessions. We'll have them on this board here in just a few minutes. 4 hot lap sessions. Please stay in your hot.
Hello race fans, welcome to Eagle Raceway. We're just east of Lincoln, Nebraska. We got 5 nights of racing. It's us, the All-Stars versus the NCRA. It's thunder through the plains. This is the 4th or 5th year, I would have to say the 4th year that we're doing this. Last year we got rained out. We did race here earlier in the year. Gary Wright won. We got about 40 cars in the pits. I'm just thinking about who we're gonna talk to. You'll find out. We're in the pits. Check it out. The driver of the 00, Jason Statler. Welcome to Eagle, buddy.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
We were kind of fortunate. You were in for the Nationals, and you're going to hook up with us and run a couple of these shows before you go home?
Yeah, we came back here for the Nationals, and we figured while we're here, we might as well run a week with the All-Stars and get a little more track time and some more experience.
Where do you normally run?
We're going with NARC out in California.
Looks like you're beaten up a little bit.
It's a little hot here.
Well, we got a full field of cars. How do you think you're going to do, bud?
I don't know. We've never been here. Most of these guys have run here a few times before, so we're just going to go out and take it as it comes. Hopefully do the best we can.
Alrighty, well, he's going to go and get himself a cold drink, and it's about time to get some heat in the engines. Thanks a lot, Jason.
All right, thanks.
Is that all right? Sure. All right, we're in the pits. Current point leader with the All-Stars, the driver of the 94, Kenny Jacobs. The All-Stars were off, but there were a couple big shows. This guy was pretty busy. How'd you make out?
Well, I'd say we didn't make out as well as we expected, but we did okay. We ran 4th at Eldor and we ran 10th at Knoxville. We put ourselves in position to win both of them. We just didn't do it, you know. But we had a good race car. The J&J Kleiner engine car was a good race car, and all the guys working on it, Barry and Anthony and Todd, they all did a great job. We just weren't fast enough on the final race. So all in all, it was a good 2 weeks for us, really.
Plus TV exposure didn't hurt.
Well, the TV exposure was okay, but we got most of that when we crashed at Knoxville, which wasn't real good exposure, but sometimes things happen.
How'd this thunder through the plains deal?
Well, I think it's a lot of fun, and it's good racing. Every track that we go to is pretty neat to race on, and the competition's pretty good. The NCRA has 2 or 3 cars that are real fast, and I see some California guys here tonight, so this week's going to be very competitive, and we'll have to be on top of things. We're going to win some of them.
It's awfully hot. Does that affect you?
Well, I know you're more tired at the end of the night. You probably lose 4 or 5 pounds, so I don't think it affects me too much mentally. I like to sweat a little bit, so it doesn't bother me too much. Some guys, I think it really kills them, so I hope the good guys are here tonight. I hope it kills them, so the competition won't be as tough as I think. But the guys that are real competitors, they won't even know they're hot.
Alrighty, well, thanks a lot and good luck. We got a long week.
All right, thanks a lot.
Alright, I'm standing in the pits with, once again, the current NCRA point leader, Gary Wright. Not a bad year for you, Gary.
Been a pretty good year. We've been on a good run here lately, and hopefully it'll continue.
How many wins do you have with the NCRA?
This year they've run 10 races. We have 9 wins, so it's been a good year with them.
Hey, and I know for a fact you got a couple wins with us, too.
Yeah, actually, it's just been, I think we've won like 23 out of the last 38 races, so, you know, we've been on a really good roll.
What do you think about this track, Eagle?
We've always run good here. I've never won a race, but we generally run the first 3 or 4 here, so maybe tonight we'll get our first win here.
How important is it for you and your sponsors to do good during this week?
Well, you know, I don't have any sponsors. The only ones I had were just the ones for Knoxville Nationals. So, you know, we're still looking for sponsors, but, you know, we've had an awful good year, and if we continue to run, maybe next year we'll get a sponsor.
Well, we'll try and get you some good exposure. Maybe we'll get some big names to put on the side of the wing. How about it?
Our average might pick up if we did have a sponsor, so we'd like that.
All right, we'll try and help you out, and hopefully you have a good week. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We're in the pits. The driver, the Denny Ashworth 92, D. Jacobs. You won here last time.
Yeah, this was a really neat place last time, but we got rained out here last year, and we got to come back earlier this year, and it was sticky and really fast, and it was a lot of fun. And we come out on top. It looks like it's going to be a little different tonight. It's going to be pretty slick, it looks like, but I'm sure it'll still be fun.
It's awfully hot here today. It was a little hot in Knoxville for you.
Yeah, it was really hot. We had another one of them nights, you know, we bent another wing, and that ain't good when that happens, but you know, it just was really tough Wednesday when we qualified and got us back into C main, and you put ourselves in a hole there, and we just run into a little more trouble as the week went on. So we'll just go here tonight and try and make up for it.
What about this Thunder Through the Plains deal?
Oh, it's always a lot of fun. We always look forward to it. You know, get to hang out with the guys, hang out with you guys, go have a good time, play golf, and race. And that's what we all love to do, is race. So it's a lot of fun. We look forward to it.
That's what this is all about, having a little bit of fun.
That's right. If you ain't having no fun, you might as well give it up, because it's going to be miserable the rest of your life.
Alrighty, well, it's about time for him to have some more fun. We got warm-ups, and we'll set it up to the track announcer.
All right, man, let's go. Thanks.
12.67. Second lap for Whitworth. Lap 1 for Crowley, 12.791. Lap number 2 for Crowley, 12.936. His fast time of 12.791. Next down the track, the $12 sign of Gene Carson. Lap 1 for Carson, 12.808. track, the 1BK of Don Brown Jr.
First lap, 13.340.
Robertson as they come out turn number 4.
For 1 8 car
fourth was the 8R of Rocky Hodges, and finishing fifth with the 12 XX was Danny Smith. Scott Jones, Frankie Kerr making up run number one. Larry Neighbors on the inside, two on the outside of him, number 92 is Dean Jacobs, the quarterback of racing.
Problems immediately.
The 1BK, Don Brown Jr. upside down in front of turn one.
Larry Neighbors getting sideways in front of him, and nothing he could do.
And Don Brown Jr. out of the car. Word from the safety crews is that he is fine. Yellow lights out as we get ready to restart this one. Dean Jacobs making a great move through 1 and 2. And taking over as your leader at number 92. That's Dean Jacobs, your winner of heat number 3. Finishing second in the AJ was Scott Jones. Third in the 23S, Frankie Kerr. In fourth at the number 66 was Mike Peters. Fifth, the 29A, everybody jumps in behind the 87, Tim Crowley. He sits on the full outside of him. One of Kevin Gilbert. take heat number 4. Yellow lights out, we're all in line now as they come out of turn 3 and into 4. 12 double X. Danny Smith sends the pace. We're back to raceway. Early on the 94. Kenny Jacobs into the wall. Flat right rear tire. That'll get here. Ryan Fowles up front. 1 double X of Danny Smith running side by side with Ryan Fowles. Talk a little bit about that last race and about the races coming up. Congratulations. Winning the first truck and trailer dash tonight. Well, Brian, I tell you what, it seems like a pretty tacky track tonight, pretty fast. It could be a big horsepower type of race tonight where you're doing a lot of jockeying for positions early on. How are you going to do later on in the features?
We're just going to have to transfer a little bit more weight into the turn. We're a little small top. And thank God they Smith runs a good game race. I want to help get down the bottom of the track.
Well, it was a great race. Who helps out sponsors the car, Brian?
We have Billy Farms and Auto Transportation on top with Doorways Limited, Places Auto Body and Active Performance.
And who puts the car together for you and makes it run as well as it's doing tonight?
We just hired a crew chief, Jason Norwick. He's out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. He's been with Bobby out for a lot of years.
Well, congratulations again on the dash. And good luck tonight in tonight's feature. Brian Powles, again, commercial truck and trailer dash champion. For this big feature as they come out, turn 3 and 4. Again, everybody must stay in line until they get out of turn number 4 and see the green flag. Apparently, somebody didn't hold their position as the yellow flag will fly. We'll try for the restart. A long way to go to get up to the A as we get ready to get underway with the B. We're back to restart. Well, backing up one lap, there was a lot of damage to the front end of that. I wasn't sure if they were able to just fix driver throwing in a new car. Apparently it's a new car, but we're ready to get underway. As they come out turn 4, the green flag flash, and we're back to racing. Handing it up front. Setting second in the 7 came from Daniel. Going from 9. And the inside goes early at top 4. Just 4 laps of racing to go. It is the 1X. Randy handing it up front. The man with the bubble in the 87 is Tim Crowley. He's in 4th as they come out of turn 4 and turn 1 stretches. 2 laps of racing to go.
Car number 3, that is Jason Duke up to the top of turn number 4. Jason Duke's in the Sprint Cars, sitting up at the top of turn 4. Yellow comes out again. We're going to back it up a lap for scoring purposes.
Everybody falls behind. The Hurricane Randy Hannigan. As he comes through green into 4. Larry White jumps to the green and we're back to racing. And Tim Crowley will advance to tonight's A feature from the B feature. The A feature, the main event. Saldana ducks into 3 and 4 and to avoid the 8R of Rocky Hodges. Randy Hannigan, 1 and 2. Jeff Shepard and Pete Murphy making up 3rd and 4th as they come through 3 and 4 and onto the front stretch. having problems on the inside of turn 1. Yellow lines out as we get ready for the restart. Shepard leads the pack through 3 and 4 and out onto the front stretch.
Is involved in car number 66, the 8, which is John Bankston as well. I cannot tell who is upside down right now. Word is it is Frankie Kerr in the shop.
Everybody behind Jeff Shepard in the 4J. Coming out of
Place Eagle Raceway, we want to thank each and every one of you for coming out for the opening night of the Thunder Through the Plains Series. A big thanks to the All-Stars Circuit of Champions and the O'Reilly Auto Parts NCRA Outlaws. You are more than welcome to go over to the pits and talk to the drivers and check out the cars following the races. If you do so, please be cautious, as the cars and the tires will be very, very hot. We'll be back racing this weekend, Friday night the NASCAR Winston Racing Series, and Saturday night the Open Wheel Series with the IMCA Modifieds and the Walker Tire Wing Sprint Cars. That's this weekend at the Park Place Eagle Raceway.
All right, Jeff, as we wrap up the photo session here, first of all, congratulations coming home, the A feature winner tonight. In the first stop of the Thunder Through the Plains here at the Park Place Eagle Raceway. Hey, I tell you what, on the restart, it looked a little scary out there. You had a couple guys get up in front of you. You had the fast car tonight. With 20 laps remaining, what happened on the restart? Were you just a little slow on the accelerator there, or did they get just a great jump on you?
The biggest deal was they were pointing to the cone, they didn't want us to jump, so I got the cone a little slower than the first restart that I got there when I took the lead. When I went down into one, I was talking to my mechanic, it looked like there was a little bit of moisture right there from the middle of lap 2. I tried to just roll in there, like pick the moisture up and get off the corner, but that moisture wasn't moisture. That moisture was like dust or sand off the bottom, and then the guys left on the tire going through 1-2, dragging over that hump. And I went down there and was just dead. And those guys got around me, so I just made me drive harder.
You had quite a bit of a rough ride tonight. Coming through two, you got into the wall a little bit, got you a little sideways, you had to regroup a little bit, and you had to come back from that. And then, making the move through 3 and 4, you looked like you were running high, you were going to fall Soldano all the way up through the high side. And you decided to go low through 3 and 4. What made you go on the low side of 3 and 4?
You can never really pass anybody if you follow them. And, I followed him down into the corner, and I was good down the bottom the whole night. And then after the red, my crew, they did some work on the car and stuff. And just went back to the bottom. The bottoms worked good. Then in lap track, those lap cars, they get down there and slide it out of the way. Just drive underneath them.
Now, is it hard to run a track where you got two different lines to run? 1 and 2 was high, and down low at 3 and 4. You were able to work it. Is that a harder way to drive, or is that beneficial for a driver like yourself?
Well, it's a harder way to drive. 1 and 2, you got to go as fast as you can on entry, because if you hit the curb off the gas, you're going to go on the wall like I did that time, and I caught that mountain of dirt and almost went straight into the fence on the opening back there. And then 3 and 4, you got to run down there and kind of finesse the deal around so you don't slide off the bottom. So it's just a timing thing, and experience pays off on a track like this when you need to do that stuff.
Well, congratulations. You had the fast car tonight, and you were the one who came out on top. Our A feature winner tonight is Jeff Shepard. Congratulations.
I'd like to thank all my crew, the guys working on my car, and then I'd like to also thank God for keeping everybody safe and stuff. And I got to thank all my sponsors, everybody that's here to help us out, and the fans for coming. Thanks.
Again, Jeff Shepard, ladies and gentlemen, our A feature winner.